Hello guys, and welcome back. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've made a post. Just wanted to bring you guys up to date where I was at with the layout. I've been busy working on this past weekend, so I was able to get majority of my bench work in anyway. My plan has changed from the last layout design that I'd come up with. I guess I posted that on my last video, I don't really remember. But I'm not going to be incorporating a helix in the closet. Reason being is there's a slight possibility that in a couple of years we may be moving. So I did not want to invest that much time into something only to have to take it down. But I am running, I'm building a shelf layout that runs the perimeter of the room, as you can see. It'll have two lift out gates, one here at the door, the other one here at the closet. It'll also have 18-inch backdrop hardboard. Probably what I'll end up doing, I thought about buying prints. I don't know if I'm going to go that route or not. I can't really find anything that's native to the area that I want to somewhat model. So we'll have to see. My first thoughts are painting the backdrop and then going to like a Staples or a Office Depot or someplace like that and getting colored prints of buildings and scenery and using that to populate my background. That may be the route I go. The other thing is it'll have another, my next step actually is to build the framework or the bench work for the lights, which I'm just going to be using my fluorescent lighting that I used on my previous layout. I don't think it's going to take very many. The way I've got it figured right now, I'm only going to install 3 of the lights. But it will be a double main line. And as of right now, my design has 4 industries on it. I'm hoping that holds. I need to plot up some of the Walther's building footprints, their kits. They offer the dimensions online, so I need to plot that up in AutoCAD to see how that's, to see if it's going to work with my track design that I have right now. Minimum radius, I have one radius right here on the inner track. It's coming up at 20 inches. That's the smallest, that's the minimum radius for the main line anyway. I think I may try to incorporate an easement curve there. I don't know, I'll have to run the numbers on the spiral and see if it's going to work for me. But yeah, it's actually coming along really quick. Let me show you guys. So what I used to install the shelves is I went to Lowe's and I bought these shelving brackets here. The long side, which is the side that's actually mounted to the bench work, is 16 inches. Well, it specs out at 15 and a half. And then the mounting screw hole from front to back is actually 14 inches. So as you can see here, I've extended out the front of the frame another couple of inches to give me an 18-inch shelf, which should be, adequate in order to, make some things happen on the layout. In order to mount the shelving brackets, so at Lowe's I bought these, they're called toggler drywall anchors. And they require a 5/16 inch drill bit. And so basically the premise behind that is you take these things and you fold them up and you insert that into the hole that you've drilled. And then you take this little red plunger, looks like a plunger to me, I think they call it a key. And you just insert that into the hole of the drywall anchor and just push on it or tap on it. It opens the drywall anchor back up on the back side of the drywall. As you can see here, it's rated at 159 pounds, which is plenty. This shelf has been just as sturdy as any of the other ones that I've built in the past, and I'm very well pleased with how it turned out. I wasn't really sure, but after I got everything in here, see if I can give it a wiggle here. As you can see, I can't even get it to move. It's pretty stout. The one thing I think that helps to shore it up is the fact that it is, you know, mounted off of 2 walls. If you were just to say mount, say, you know, just this section from here, you know, to here, and you didn't have an end that butted up against anything, you might get a little bit of, you know, wiggle side to side. But like I said, you know, I'm shored up actually on 2 different sides here, so it's very stable. As far as the actual sub road bed's concerned, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm leaning more towards the cookie cutter method. If you guys have watched any of my videos in the past, you've seen where basically for the sub road bed I use like a 1/4 inch sheet of plywood, and then on top of that I'll mount the 1 inch extruded foam. I'm leaning towards that simply because it offers me a solid surface to mount my switches to, and to mount things to the underside. I am considering 2 inch foam though, and perhaps using my foam carving tool to carve the grade out. I'm still up in the air about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right at this point. But yeah, the layout's coming along just fine. I'm hoping by week's end I'll have the lights in, at least the hardboard mounted for the backdrop, so I can get the rest of my wood out of my wife's craft room. So as you can see, this is just, I got more wood in the other room. I'm going to have to get rid of all this. This come from the previous layout. But it will have, you know, it'll have what I'm picturing is about a 4 or 5 inch, you know, black fascia with the 18 inch backdrop, and then, you know, 4 or 5 inch, you know, valance up high. So I think it's going to look good. I can't wait to actually be able to run some trains. It seems like it's been a really long time since I've been able to run trains. So guys, that's where I'm at on it. I'll probably get in here in the next couple of days and post at least a real quick video on my design that I've come up with in CAD after I get the building footprints on there. And so guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon.